Hello Xamarin developers, this is Xamarin guys. So 46 tutorial. In this tutorial we'll be creating custom pins inside our Xamarin form application. So type Xamarin custom pins in your browser and then select customizing our map pin and then scroll it down to a sample code. Here I'll take a sample code of it and download it. Here we'll be creating custom pin inside our Xamarin form.NET standard project. So I'll take a reference from here. I'll call that and let us create a separate folder for it and then give it a name as tutorial and then paste over here and then extract here. Now open it. In this tutorial, I'll be creating .NET standard project for Xamarin Forms Android project, and this whole process will be applicable for iOS and Windows too. Let us ignore these errors. And in this tutorial, I'll be creating a simple .NET standard project and I'll embed all my code inside it. And in later part of our tutorial, that is tutorial number 47, I'll convert whole my PCL project to a .NET standard project. You can do that also. Now let us create a new .NET standard project by going to Visual Studio 2017 preview. I'm using a preview edition. It will take a little bit of time. Let us start a cross-platform app by selecting a new project and then select a cross-platform and give it a name as you like, as I have given app number 11. And then in this project, I'll be selecting Android project for Xamarin Forms.NET standard project, and you can do for iOS and UWP also, and the process will be same for both, and click on OK. Now let us code that. After our components gets restored, then the dependencies will stop throwing that exception. Now let us go to our root project, that is our app.xaml.cs. This is our code behind. Let us click that. And here main page is a placeholder which contains that page to be loaded. That is, our main page is going to be kicked off when our UI screen is going to be loaded. Now let us import our Xamarin Forms map NuGet package from our package manager console. Here your Xamarin Forms version should be higher than that of Xamarin Form maps. Here it is in 2.5.0.12 and let us search for our Xamarin Form map. Xamarin map you can type as and then select Xamarin Form map, and it should be less than that of your Xamarin Forms project so that it can get easily rebuilt. Okay, and then let us again check whether it is correct or not. Okay, and then it is less than that of your Xamarin Form project. That's all. Now let us create a custom class, that is our map class, by going to add new class and then give it a name as custom map and select on class and click on add. In order to make this tutorial short, I'll simply copy and paste from our previous session of our project, that is our custom renderer project, and I'll give that documentation in the description below where you can understand it better, and I'll try to explain each and every points of it. I've already pasted inside our app 11. Now here map is a class that gets inherited from Xamarin Form map NuGet. That's why we will include that namespace using Xamarin Form maps. A custom map control can be created by subclassing the map class. The custom map control is created in ASP.NET standard project and defines the API for the custom map, and the custom map exposes the custom pin property that represent the collection of custom pin objects that will be rendered by the native map control on each platform. Now let us create a new class, that is custom pin, by going to add new class. I'll select that add new class and give a name as custom pin and click on add. Now let us again go back to our previous project, that is our custom render project, and then copy all of this section and then paste inside over here. Here pin class gets inherited from Xamarin form map, so I'll copy that namespace also as Xamarin form maps so that it stops throwing exception. Here this class defines a custom pin as inheriting the property of the pin class and adding ID and URL properties. Now let us create an element part of our custom renderer that we have already discussed in previous session of our tutorials. As map page cs.cs, you can give any name as you like. For now, I'll simply copy and paste that name, and I'll select that as class as map page cs.cs. And the following code example shows how the custom map control can be consumed by a C# page. Now let us copy our whole section of code from our previous session, that is our custom renderer map page cs.cs. Now let us copy that section. I'll copy that and then paste inside our app 11 project. It's like this. The custom map instance will be used to display the native map on each platform. Its map type property sets the display style of the map, with the possible value being defined in the map type enumeration. For iOS as well as Android, the width and height of the map is set through properties of the app class that are initialized in platform specific project. So let's go to our app.xaml.cs and set the property of height as well as width as public static, as it does not need to define anywhere else. So giving a static property as double. This initialization adds a custom pin and positions the map view with the move to region method, which changes the position and zoom level of the map by creating a map span from a position and a distance. Now let us change our custom pin position as new position. This is our custom new position. Now let us change to our own custom position by going to Google Maps and then open it. After that, you can type any location as you like, as I'm typing for Mount Everest, and then right click on here or anywhere you can like, and then select what's here and then give a custom position and copy and paste over here. These are custom pin position that we are placing in our map, and then to start from that position I'll copy and paste over here so that map is navigated from that position, and you can give any email address for that, and I'll copy that label and paste over here. We shouldn't change that ID name as we are calling that ID inside our renderer part of Android project, so don't change that ID name. And for different IDs we can create a different custom pins, and for an instance I'll copy and paste a new pin so that I can create a 2 pin, and for a second pin you have to give a different ID name, otherwise it will throw an exception. So let us create our next pin as pin 2. That's all. Now let us quickly go to our previous custom renderer project and copy that renderer part from our Android project, and this renderer will be different as per your project, that is your iOS as well as Windows. So let us copy each and every part of it. Before that, let us go to our app 11 and then let us create a new class as custom map renderer and then add it. Now let us quickly copy all of this code, and each and every part is defined in documentation that I'll be giving in the description below. You have to understand that this renderer is taking all this property from element part of root project, that is app 11. Let us quickly go to our previous project of custom renderer part, and the structure display matrices contains general information about a device display. There display matrices.width as well as height will return the width and the height of a screen in pixel, and the appearance of a user interface is influenced by not only by the resolution in pixel but the physical screen size and the density of the pixel.
And display matrices.density is a scaling factor that can be used to convert from pixel to density independent pixel.
Now let us view our content of drawable folder in our file explorer, and let us copy and paste all its drawable contents inside your Android application of app 11, and then let us drag and drop inside our Android resources folder and then apply it to all as, and all these drawable contents are loaded, and you can press our refresh button also. You don't need to change any of the images from here, but for those who want to change their company name as well as image, for them I'll try to change that image from our folder file explorer, and then I'll be taking it to Photoshop. As soon as your image gets displayed, now let us go to our Google Chrome and then I'll save it as in my desktop. Now let us quickly go to our desktop and then import it inside our Photoshop, that is this, by this way, dragging and dropping it, and then let us stretch it. And now in order to make our image size less, I'll delete that background also and then save it in our as Xamarin 1. Now let us go to our project and then drawable folder. I'll simply drag and drop a Xamarin 1 so that I'll be calling that image inside my specific view for Android. And for that monkey image, let us select a random image of a guy and select that, and then select a view image, and I'll be also editing that image inside my Photoshop, and I'll simply save it to my desktop and give it a name as you may like, and then save it. Now let us open this monkey image using Photoshop. And then I'll minimize that and then again drag and drop that image inside it, and I'll scale it. I'll zoom it a little bit by pressing Ctrl plus scroll button, mouse scroll button. I'll scale it and then I'll remove that background from there, and then now let us save that image, save as, then I'll give any name as you like. I'll save it as real monkey and then click on OK. That's all. Now again let us call this image inside our Android Asset Studio. Now let us select launch icon generator and then open real monkey. If that image is not visible for you, try replacing that image with another image. I'll be removing that image background color and then give a name as real monkey. That's all. Now let us save that. I'll cut that and then paste it over here, creating a new folder as monkey folder, and then paste it. I'll extract over here, and then from that resources folder I'll drag and drop all this image inside my main project, that is app 11. I'll drag it to our HDPI as real monkey as it contains real monkey image. And then for sxgpi, I'll again copy and paste inside my drawable sxgpi image, and then for that also, and at last I'll be placing that to my drawable folder. That's all. Now let us quickly create a custom pin view, that is our layout. When a pin gets clicked, then that respected position gets displayed. Now I'll copy that map information window. That is, information is going to be displayed when our pin gets clicked. Let us create a new layout for that by clicking on add new Android layout, that is Android layout, and then click on add. While it gets loaded, let us create another layout. I'll select that, add new item, and then we are going to display our Xamarin map information window .xml, and click on add. Now let us display our source code from here. At first, let us modify our map information window source code. Now let us go to your custom renderer part and map information window, and then source, and let us copy whole of its part over here, and then I'll select all and then paste it by using Ctrl+V. And then again for our next view, that is our source, then I have to copy all part and then paste it over next source code over here. Then now let us try to change this value over here. Now let us change that Xamarin as Xamarin 1, and then change that drawable monkey as real monkey. I'll got that, and then again let us go to our map information window and go to the source part of it, and then change that drawable monkey as real monkey, and then nothing should be changed over here. That's all. And at last final view will be appearing like this. And for our next layout, we will get this as our output. Now at last let us go to our custom renderer project, and then here we have to copy down all of our internet services that we are going to enable inside our Android project. So let us copy down that and then drop our code over here. Here we are enabling all our internet services, as network state is going to be enabled, as well as location, extra commands, and all our internet services are going to be enabled inside our Android project. Now let us clean our project. Now our last work is to create an API key for our project. So let us go to our Android manifest, and then here we have to insert our API key. So let us generate our API key for our Xamarin Forms map project. So let us go to our C drive and then go to users and then select Xamarin, as my name is Xamarin, and then show hidden files to enable that app data, and then go to Xamarin and then debug.keystore, copy it and then go to C drive and then search for Java program files, and then inside your bin folder you have to paste over it. Now replace it by pressing continue, and that's all. Now you can handle two ways, that is by pressing shift and right click, then open that inside your command prompt, or go to start and then just type cmd and go to command prompt, then just press cd dot dot as we are coming out from that directory, and then we have to hover it to program files Java and then towards our bin folder, that is program files, and then inside our Java folder. Now let us go towards our JDK folder, JDK 1.8.0 152 at last hyphen 152 at last, and then bin. I'll give that whole set of codes in description below. You can copy and paste over here, and from there you can get a sh1 key. Just select it and then copy by pressing Ctrl+C. And now let us go to console.developers.google.com. After you get signed in, just you have to select credentials and then create a new credential, register a key. I'll give it a name as my key. You can give any name as you like, map, and then select an Android project and then give it a package name as, we have to double click it, and I have to go to Android manifest and then copy that package name and then paste it and then save it. That's all. Now you have to copy this key to your Android project. Let us go to our Visual Studio project and then I have to paste it over here. That's all. Now let us run our project. If your project build is getting failed, don't hesitate to restart and again retry your project, because it will give some errors. You have to continuously try it in order to get a successful output. So this is my last output that I am getting, and if I press that next pin, then I'll get that exception error, as you have to create a next view for it. So that is next error that I'll be getting. That's all for now, as we have to create a next view for that next pin. If you are finding more errors, just comment it down below. I'll try to solve it down for you. That's all for this tutorial now. Thank you guys. Thanks for watching. Keep in touch for next tutorials.